Hey everybody, it's Alex Radioactive here. We're back with another video, and this video was actually asked by my Patreon members. I did a video asking them what they wanted to see, and they responded, and this is the video we're making today, and it is how to act when in public and in little gear. What is okay and what is not. And also, if you're at a furry convention, what is okay and what is not. And yes, this is a pre-recorded video. This will not be a live video. So here we go. So the first thing is it okay to wear diapers in public? Yes. It is 100% okay to wear diapers in public, even at cons. Now, how you wear them is where you can run into problems, and what you do in them can cause problems. Is it okay to mess yourself in public? I don't recommend it. There are people like me who have to wear for reasons, that's medical need for them. Like we can't control our bladder and bowels. And the people like me, we're in public and we mess ourselves or wet ourselves. We can't control it. But if you can control it, it's probably best not to do it in public. Now, wetting yourself, you can get by with, and as long as you got powders and all that stuff, then you should be okay. But know your limits. Don't intentionally leak in a public place. One, it's gross. Two, it's not okay. And three, now you're pushing your lifestyle or fetish on people that are not part of it and don't want part of it. Now, messing yourself, really, you should never do that in public. I highly discourage doing that in public if you're into that. A lot of you know that I wear diapers for medical reasons. My bladder and my bowels don't work like they should, so I have no choice but to wear. So for those of you that do have a choice, try to go to the potty, or at least wait till you're in your own home or somewhere private that you can keep it discreet and cleaned up fairly quickly. No one likes stinky pups. Well, let me rephrase that. No one likes stinky cubs. Stinky cubs are not anyone's friend. They can really make an elevator trip or a con go really down. Which brings us to our next thing. If you are going to be at a con or in public in a diaper for a long period of time, or where you're moving, you don't want to be in a dirty diaper because that's what causes rashes. And everybody say it with me. Rashes suck. But it's always best to stay clean. I know if you stink at a con, I personally won't come up and stay around you. If I smell a dirty diaper, I'm done. I'm gone. I don't like stink. I like clean. That's why when you're around me, you will smell cleanness, or in some cases, baby powder, because I got that fursuit spray that smells like baby powder. I really want to get the lavender smelling scents because a lot of people like the lavender. Just because it's not in the rules, because I know there are some cons that I attend where in the rules it doesn't say you can't wear a diaper in public. It's always best to, or like, what I mean by that, let me rephrase that. So let's not be like some people and wear nothing but a diaper out in public at a con. That's not cool. Let's not do that. Even if it's not in the rules, still don't do it. It's not cool. It actually makes us all look bad. And, we're trying to make everybody, well, we're not trying to make anybody do anything. We're trying to get people to understand who we are and like us. So if you're at a con and you're wearing a diaper, make sure you have other clothes on over it. Now, I understand, like for me, if I'm in my regular clothes, like I'm out of fursuit, I'm walking around, I may bend over something diaper shows. What I do, what works for me, is I wear normally a black or dark colored onesie to hide the diaper. So that way if I bend over, shirt comes up, onesie's all they're seeing. To them, it looks like a tucked in shirt. They don't know any, they're no wiser unless they're looking for it. And if they're looking for it, well, you know what, I covered it up so they can hush. And granted, it's just a diaper. It's no different than any other underwear, in my personal opinion. But sometimes people don't like it. Um, Nothing we can do about it. So it's always best to keep it concealed, keep it hidden. I know during my baby fur panels at the cons that I run those panels, I will openly talk about it, but anywhere else out in the con, you have to kind of get me off to the side to talk about it. Somewhere where not a lot of people are going to be eavesdropping and putting those big old ears where they don't belong. Now, number two, little clothes. What little clothes are acceptable? What are not? So really, there's not to personally. I don't see anything wrong with most little clothes at cons, as long as it's not too obscene, like messy pants. That would be a no go for me. I normally try to keep my little stuff to basically to where if you see it, it looks like I'm wearing shortals, which is, everybody loved my shortals over my fursuit at MFF last year. And if you see that, I'm wearing a Paw Patrol shirt with my shortals. And it was all, you couldn't tell that it was a baby fur wearing it unless you came up and seen, pulled my badges and seen the stuff under it. And always leave my baby fur art under my regular art when I'm walking around. And that's not because I don't want people knowing that I'm a baby fur. It's just better to keep it somewhat, out of the eye, because the most awkward question I ever get at a con is from little kids. They'll walk up, you don't want to be that rude furry who just completely ignores them. They're walking up, they want high fives, they want a photo. Mom and dad's like, haha, here, take a photo of my kid, okay. And you're trying to do something. Well, then the kid sees that art and they're like, what's that about? And here's something like, oh no. Because, we don't want to have to explain that to a kid. So I keep it hidden. And if anybody ever asks, like, I've had people ask me and I'm just like, it's ages and stages. That's like what my Sona was as a child. And then here's what it is as an adult. That's why I always wear two forms of art normally at a con. My phone keeps going off, so I'm looking for it. What's this? Oh, I'll deal with that, man. Anyways, sorry about that, guys. I had a notification in my chat. But let's get back on topic. We can go. You can wear little clothes and just don't be too obvious with it. Like, you don't have to hide it, but don't be too obvious with it. I normally try to keep the more mature looking little stuff, so it's little close to the little community. Like, we know what it is, but the outside people really don't. And that's just because, everybody has different comfort levels. And, there's a lot of things I'm not comfortable with. So I'm not going to push what I'm comfortable with on someone that may not be comfortable with it intentionally. So I do ask for people to be respectful of others. Just because it's okay with you doesn't mean it's okay with Joe Blow down the street. And then because, it's common decency to respect others. Now, here comes the big one. What about pacifiers? So, passies in the fandom are actually very common with non-baby furs. I have seen a lot of people sucking on their thumbs and sucking on passies, or even have a passy around their neck, that are not baby furs. So just because you see somebody with a passy, don't run up and say, oh, you're a baby fur, because then you're going to out yourself to someone who may actually hate you, and they just like sucking on pacifiers. And then it's an awkward situation. You can walk up and say hi, and then just start a conversation and go, oh, what's the deal with the passy? And don't let them tell you if they want to. If they don't, then don't push it. Trying to think here, guys. That's what my brain is doing right now. Oh, you can wear little clothes. You can wear diapers in public. Just remember to be respectful of others. Don't be a stinky cub. No one likes stink. Oh, also some etiquette if you are wearing diapers at cons, something you may want to think about. I know the 6-2-1 rule is 6 hours sleep, 2 meals a day, and one shower. Well, I have my own version of that, and it's the 8-4 or 8-2-4 or 8-2-3. Sorry. Um, if you're a cub, you need 8 hours sleep so you're not cranky. You need 2 meals a day at least, preferably three if you can do it. And then showers, you need three: morning, noon, and the evening. Why do you need three showers? Each one of those showers should be right after you change a diaper. Definitely at cons. And here's why. Because you're walking around a con, and if you're wearing a diaper, you're getting very sweaty in your region down there, in your diaper area. It gets very sweaty, which causes rash. So not only are you potentially using the diaper for intended purposes, but you're also causing your chance of getting a rash is much higher. Two, it gets really stinky down there. People can smell you. You may not be able to smell it because you're used to it, but I have been to cons where a cub fur or baby fur will run up to me and want a photo or a hug, which I'm okay with. But there's been times I've actually had to tell people no. And why am I telling them no? It's not because I don't want a photo with them. I'd love to have a photo with them, but they stink. And I don't want that smell to be around me and involve me because I don't like stink. It's one of my few things in the world. I can deal with a lot of things, but a dirty diaper is not one of them. I don't like stink. Like literally, my husband, when I have accidents and he has to help me clean up, I have issues dealing with the smell. You can ask him if you ever meet him. He will tell you, I hate stink. Whether it just be BO stink, just any stink. Don't stink. I don't like stink. But deodorant is not a cure. It is just a Band-Aid. Take a bath. Wash, scrub your stink. And if that is not blunt enough from me,
wash your butt.
Wash your ass. Wash your butt. Wash your dick. Wash your balls. Wash your vagina. There. If that is not good enough, I don't know what else to tell you. Wash. Wash, 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 wash. I don't like stinkiness. I will not hang out with stinky furs. And I'm a sweaty dog. Like, I have been in suit at one time for 8 hours. And I still did not stink. Yeah. 8 hours. That's not even my record of staying in suit without taking off. And when I say not taking off, I'm talking about the whole thing, head and body. Like, I have been in suit for 8 to 12 hours and never removed anything. Still not my record. I won't say how long I have stayed in suit without removing, because that was actually not this suit. It was another suit I had, and I almost killed myself. That's another thing. Make sure you don't do that. My suit breathes very well. I know that helps a lot. I have two makers of my suit. The maker who made my head did a wonderful job. It breathes very well. I can actually see if you haven't seen my it's my video but on YouTube, but it's not my video. Like, it's Alkali and KP Pup. They were doing your first con panel, and they invited me and Frisky to be their demonstrators, fursuit demonstrators. I definitely go see it because you can see my limit of vision versus Frisky's, and Frisky's is a murder box, as Alkali says. I agree. He cannot see shit. I can see everything. I see into your soul. But on a legit note, wash your ass, wash your butt, wash whatever. Wash, 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 wash. Stay clean. And don't try to hug me if you're not clean, because I will tell you no. And if you ask me why, I will tell you because you stink. I have no filters. I tell people like it is. I don't like stink. I've actually barged away from people. I had to literally push my friends away so I could get away from someone who stunk at a con. And I felt horrible because this is actually a friend of mine that stunk, but he stunk and he knew why. Because I give him shit all the time for it. He's not mad. He understood. It's just I can't handle stink, and I'm not vomiting in my fursuit head just because you stink. I will take my head off and vomit on you. No, I'm joking. Joking. I won't vomit on no one. That's bad. But please, wash. I'm going to say that 1,000 times in this video, but make sure you're clean. No one likes stink. No musky huskies. I can't talk. Musky huskies stay in bed. Yep. Musky huskies need to stay in bed where they belong. Stay clean, guys. I love you all. I'm sure this isn't everything I wanted to cover in this video. There'll probably be a better video coming very soon. But this is the first time I'm actually doing a pre-recorded video on this laptop, and I wanted to see how well it works because apparently we bought a really high-end laptop for this. The camera on the laptop doesn't work. We have an external camera I'm using, so yes, furry goals. I win. Have a wonderful day, guys. Stay clean, stay padded, and get those passies in your mouth because no one wants to hear you complain. Not joking.